गाड़ी तेरा भाई चलाएगा. I bet you've heard this a million times. And often it must have been spouted by those who are not fit to drive. Drunk driving or getting behind the wheel while intoxicated means you can kill someone. Then why do we still do it? Hello and welcome to India Today Digital. I'm Anjali Istwal and you're watching our special show 360, and in this video we will tell you, despite earlier cases that made enough headlines, why do people still choose to risk lives by drinking and driving? Do you remember the infamous BMW incident of 1999 in Delhi? If not, let me refresh your memory. 6 people were crushed to death by a speeding luxury car of Sanjeev Nanda. 9 years later, in 2008, the court sentenced Sanjeev Nanda to 5 years imprisonment. The court convicted Sanjeev Nanda, the main accused in the case, of culpable homicide, not amounting to murder of 6 persons. Along with Sanjeev, 3 more people were found guilty of destroying evidence. It is also worth noting here that Sanjeev Nanda was a rich boy, a bade ghar ka ladka. His grandfather was former Navy chief. That's why this case went on for a long time. After 2008, the Supreme Court also gave its verdict in 2012. The Supreme Court refused to extend the sentence by the Delhi High Court for 2 more years. But Sanjeev Nanda was ordered to do community service for 2 years. Along with this, he was asked to deposit 50 lakh rupees with the centre so that the victims of road accident could be compensated. Another sensational case you might remember is the case of Salman Khan, the superstar of Hindi film industry. On 28 September 2002, Salman allegedly in an intoxicated state ran over 5 people sleeping on the footpath on Hill Road in Bandra with his Land Cruiser, killing one of them. At that time, the Sessions Court had sentenced Salman to 5 years in the hit and run case. After this, Salman approached the High Court. In December 2015, the Bombay High Court acquitted Salman of all charges in this hit and run case. The court said that the prosecution could neither give evidence of Salman being drunk nor driving the Land Cruiser car during the incident. But it's not just that the rich and the powerful kill with their cars in drunken stupor. It's quite common on our roads. But one incident that has shocked the nation is that recently a 20-year-old girl, Anjali, lost her life. Anjali's 10 to 15 days old friend, Nidhi, who was sitting with her on the scooty at that time, claimed in her statement that Anjali had consumed a lot of alcohol. But according to the family of Anjali, the post-mortem report doesn't reflect it. But there were many on the roads that night who were drunk, and riding a scooty on the streets of Delhi on the eve of New Year cost Anjali dearly. She lost her life. She was murdered brutally by these drunk men driving a car. And in her last moments, her friend, Nidhi, ran away, abandoning her and leaving her to die. The brutality of this incident set it apart, but there are many other victims that remain just a statistic in the drunken driving deaths cases. According to the Ministry of Road and Transport, there were more than 14,000 road accidents due to drunken driving in 2017. The number increased to 9,150 in 2021. At the same time, in 2017, more than 4,700 people lost their lives, while in 2021, the reason for the death of about 3,300 people was drunken driving. There is definitely a decrease in incidents, but there is a lot of room for improvement. In almost all countries of the world, driving under the influence of alcohol or DUI is a crime and penalty can be imposed. In the UK, the amount of the fine is not fixed, and after the hearing, the judge can charge the offender any amount or give jail for 6 months and a driving ban for 1 year. In Sweden, the punishment can be up to 2 years, and if the case is serious, the license can also be suspended for 2 or more years. In America, there is a provision of jail and a fine of up to $5,000, that is more than 4 lakh rupees, and a driving ban for 1 year. According to reports, ignition interlock system technology is used in Australia. In this, the driver has to give a breath sample, and if he is drunk, the vehicle does not start. In India in 2019, the fine was increased from 2,000 to 10,000 rupees if you are caught driving under the influence of alcohol for the first time. You can also be imprisoned for up to 6 months. On the other hand, if caught for the second time, then you can be imprisoned for up to 2 years and a fine of 15,000 rupees can be imposed. But in our country, these laws are never implemented strictly. If someone is killed due to drunken driving, then the police imposes very mild sections. If the case gathers media attention, then at the most section 301, which is a case of culpable homicide not amounting to murder, can be imposed. But the truth is, when you hold the steering wheel of a car after drinking alcohol, then you turn that car into a weapon that could kill anyone who is unfortunate enough to step on the roads at the same time as you. Then why should you be let off leniently? Do tell us what you think about this video in the comment section, and for more news updates, subscribe to India Today.